Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to South 10 Beer Reviews. This video is a brew day that me and my best friend Nick did. We've been brewing together for several years now, and we wanted to do this recipe that other half put out. So I failed to let people in the video know, so I'm coming back and recording this beforehand. So this is the beer that we're doing. I'm going to show you on screen. This is the Altogether, which is a worldwide collaboration brewed to support hospitality professionals. So, yeah, they actually released this. Let's see here. They put the recipe up. Yeah, here it is. Download the recipe. So they have the recipe online for just anybody to brew it. I mean, they put it out for all of the home brewers. They put it out for professional brewing and all that. So here's the home brew recipe. And we did change a little bit of it. So this is the homebrew version of our Altogether recipe. It's for 5 gallons. You know your system, so okay. And we changed out the yeast for Imperial's A38. That's their juice strain, is what they call it. Yeah, we pretty much had everything else the same except, so we did the same mash temp. I think we actually mashed at 152, but the video will tell you that. I can't think back right now. But we did get the chloride levels around the same, and the calcium sulfate levels around the same. We did the same grain bill, except we had to round some stuff up to get the starting or the gravity to be what they were wanting to shoot for the standard or for the original gravity of 1064. So we did, I think, 11 pounds of 2-row, and we did 2 pounds of flaked oats and 1 pound, I think, of carapils. So it got us to that range in our recipe. So we did the same hop schedule, except Columbus was sold out where I bought our hops from. So we used, was it Nugget or Comet? I think it was Comet for our bittering, and it was at 60 minutes and we barely put any in, so it didn't really add much to it. So what I did was also added that in to the Whirlpool as well. So that's basically the only thing we changed. Yeast, added a little bit more grain, and then we did one different hop because we were out of it. So yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy this video, and then watch us try the beer at the end of the video. So yeah, we'll get to it. See ya. Okay, we've just got the water put into the kettle here. This is what we're going to use to mash. This is 7.76 gallons. That's pretty close, I guess. We'll take it. And we've got the heating element on. It's heating up. We're almost to temp. It's at 134. We're shooting for 152. That's what we're going to be mashing at today. We've got 11 pounds of unmilled 2-row, 2 pounds of flaked oats, and we got a pound of carapils. And then there's all the hops, which I'll go over later. And then we're using Imperial juice, A38 yeast for this. So yeah, it looks kind of like a mess right now. I've got my friend Nick coming soon, and we're gonna get this thing going. I'm gonna go ahead and get the grains milled, and yeah, then we can go ahead and get the mash started. So I'll check back in just a minute. Alright, this is our grist here. This is going to be there's the flaked oats up top. Got it all milled. This is 14 pounds of grains here. Pretty fine. Next we're going to do our water treatment. Okay, so I forgot to video it, but I just weighed out
17 grams of calcium chloride, and 5.5 grams of Epsom salt. And it's in here. You can see it's very clouded up. I'm gonna grab a spoon and stir that around. Alright, get this stirred around in here. We like to just add the water treatment in the beginning here rather than the mash, because we're kind of doing everything in one place anyway, because this is a brew in a bag system. Alright, this is our grain basket. So if you're not sure how a brew in a bag system works, you do your mash in here and then you do your boil also. So this grain basket, we'll pull it up after the grains are, after it's done mashing for an hour. Also, I got to show you how to hook up all the hoses and all that stuff, so stand by. Okay, we're now at our mash temp of 152, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the grains in here. I'm going to make sure we stir it up so we don't get any dough balls in there. I'll do the best I can. I'm just going to go with it, and we'll make sure we get the dough balls out. Be sure and try to not let it get outside the basket, because it makes it a little bit more of a mess. Alright, let's get this. Yeah, there's a big, some big dough balls in here right now. Feel around and break them up, because that's just, if you leave the dough balls in, you're basically just kind of missing out on some of those sugars that we're going to get from the grains here. And if you've never really seen this, so look, it's almost like oatmeal or something. It smells very much like oatmeal, and we did put oats in here, so 2 pounds of oats. The rest of it is 2 row, and then a little bit of carapils. So, okay, so as you can see, this is our lid, and it's got basically a water spigot on the bottom. We'll put that on. This hose is running to this pump. So you're gonna have your wort coming from here, going into the pump, and then out of the pump, back up into the lid. And here we go, I'll show you how it works here. Alright, so that's open. Let's turn the pump on. And there she goes. And take a look here. So, pretty cool. Alright, forgive me for the light. I know. We're just going to check it real quick. It's still going. It's hot. But, yeah, we're almost done. I've got 4 minutes left of the mash. Alright, we're cranking this up to 100% power so we can go ahead and get the temp up for the boil. So, it's at 100% there. Alright, we'll come back when we get to a boil, and then we'll do the first hop addition. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and lift this up, and we're going to put these hooks on, and these will hold the basket up. Alright. Alright, so we're going to let this drain out, and then we'll have our wort. Alright, we're going to do our post-mash gravity reading. We're looking for 1055. We'll see what we get here. 1052 for, we'll call it. It's almost perfect. So we finally got a boil going here. We're going to add our first hop addition, and it's 0.25 ounces of nugget. We're just going to pour these into the hop basket here. And this just keeps everything from getting into the kettle. Okay, so we've been going at our boil for an hour now, and we're going to turn our pumps on, and we're going to start running everything through the plate chiller, which is over here. And basically this is going to help our temperature to drop at a pretty quick pace. So we're going to do that, drop it down to about 170, and then we're going to do a hop stand, and we're going to basically just put our hops in and let them sit for about, let them steep for like 15 minutes or so. Alright, we're here to do our post-boil gravity. So this is going to be our gravity after we got done with the boil. We're looking for 1064. That would be perfect. But, it's homebrew. It's fine if you're a little close, Looks like 1060 on the dot. So, 4 points off. We'll take that. Not a big deal. Sounds good. The temperature usually drops fairly quick. 200 degrees right now, but it'll start dropping really quickly.
It'll drop 8 degrees in 30 seconds.
Yeah, so you can see how quick it's going. Once we get down to about 170, we'll turn it off and let it, sit there for about 15 minutes. All right, we got a pretty big whirlpool or hop stand, I guess you could say. We're gonna go ahead and add these in. These are, which one is that? Mosaic. Yeah, 2 ounces of Mosaic, 3/4 ounce of Nugget. We're just adding that in because at the hop stand, you don't really add any bitterness, and we only used 1/4 of that bag for the bittering, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw those in there. And then 2 ounces of Cascade. So everything is in this basket. All right, we have got our wort chilled down to 74 degrees. We're gonna pump into this empty bucket here, and this is what we're gonna use for our fermentation. Also, at this point into our process, you have to make sure everything is sanitized. So apparently our sprayer is not working, so we're just pouring it on. All right, we're pumping from here into here. And we used to use a siphon, and I can tell you this is so much faster. This will only take us like another minute or so. Gonna aerate it a little bit. And we're trying to get around 5 to 5.5 gallons right here. All right, it's time to pitch the yeast. Imperial yeast. This is their A38. 200 billion cells. Sorry. All right, we got to make sure this is all sanitized. So I'm gonna put some star sand on there, and then we'll star sand the scissors. Make sure all that's clean, and we'll get the yeast in here. I can smell it from here. It smells very peachy. All right, there's the yeast. Okay guys, we are finally at the dry hop stage. We've been fermenting for about 24 hours or something like that. It's slowing down. I've got the lid cracked, so you're not gonna see anything happening right here for now. But we're gonna go ahead and do our dry hop. We're gonna use this thing. This will help us to, it'll less of a mess. We'll just drop all our hops into here and then put it into the bucket. So give me a second and I'll show you all that. So we're gonna be putting in quite a bit of hops on this, so stand by. All right, so we're gonna be putting in 2 ounces of Mosaic. No, 4 ounces of Mosaic, sorry. Then 2 ounces of Simcoe and 2 ounces of Cascade. So let's get these in here. Okay, let's go ahead and first we're gonna get everything into the hop, I don't know what you call this, but anyway, we're gonna get everything in here first. All right, we're going in. Should sink. There it is. This is our first time using one of these. So let's get everything back on. Everything is clean. Everything is tightly sealed. All right, let's get our gravity reading. It's like right at 1012. It looks like.
I would say
Or 1013.
say 14 maybe. 13 or 14, yeah.
Okay. That puts it at like 6.2 or 6.3, I think. Alright, we got everything bottled up. We didn't end up with as many as we thought, but I guess it was due to the trub, I guess, being a little bit more than we thought. But anyway, there they are. We'll check back in once we get it in the glass, probably a week or maybe 2 weeks. We'll be back.
So this is Nick. I am going to crack open this All Together IPA that Tyler and I brewed a couple weeks ago. So let's have a look here. So we used for the first time the little carbonation tabs. Usually we do like a like priming sugar and all that stuff, and we just let it carb up in the bottle. But this it's interesting. There's the dog. It's got like a nice, if you guys can see that there, got like a nice like straw color to it, I would say. As you can tell, I'm not super great at doing these reviews like Tyler is, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion on it. So let's see. Honestly, it's a little dankier than I expected to be on the nose. Yeah. So when we put it in the bottle, it had a lot of peachiness to it, so it smelled really, really peachy, and that's definitely carrying over now. So it smells really good. I'm excited about this. Let's check it out. Man, that's good. Let's get one more. Yeah, so it's definitely got some peachy in there. Some peachiness to it, which I'm super excited about. We use the juice yeast, which we've used a few times before, and it's all been about the same. But something about this one tastes really good to me. It's kind of sweet, but nothing too crazy. So I could definitely see myself enjoying this one out on the deck in this beautiful weather like this. But it's good, so I'm happy with it. Cheers.
Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to try this beer real quick for you on camera. As you can see, you just saw Nick's video, and he seemed to really like it. So let's see what we get here. So yeah, we did bottle condition these, and we, like Nick said, we used a different form of carbonation. We usually do the corn sugar, mixture, and then add it to it before bottling, and then let it carbonate in the bottle and bottle condition and all that. This time we used the carbonation drops, and from what I can tell, it seems like they work pretty well. Yeah. As far as the appearance goes, it's kind of a light straw. It looks a little darker on camera, but yeah, it's got about a finger ahead. And yeah, this, like I explained in the earlier part of the video, this is the All Together IPA that other half put out a recipe for hospitality workers and all that stuff. So anyway, yeah, let's try it. Cheers. Yeah, it's nice, citrusy. It's nothing that's going to blow your hair back, but it's a good beer. That peach note carried over from that yeast that we used, and yeah, it's just got a nice citrusiness to it. Soft mouthfeel. Maybe a little bit higher on carbonation than this style would usually use, but hardly any bitterness to speak of. It is what it is. I'm happy with it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you like this type of stuff, let me know, and we'll do some more homebrew videos in the future. So until then, guys, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Stay safe, and like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.